Hi, I'm Jason Sullivan of Rathbone Group, and I'm here at the National Association of Subrogation Professionals Conference in San Diego. I'm here with Erin Peikes of Nivinskus Law Group. And Erin, you're here to talk to us today about police reports.
Yes.
In California, where you are licensed, when do you see those police reports usually being made?
So these days, police will only write reports on accidents with bodily injury or very major property damage.
So previously, maybe they'd come out to the scene and write a report, and on smaller collisions, they're not doing that anymore?
Absolutely. That is definitely what used to happen, and we're going to see a whole different ballgame coming up.
When that happens, do the parties have the ability to create like an online report?
Yeah. So these days, if, God forbid, someone gets into a collision, but it's minimal damage, let's say no bodily injury, they call the police. The police will literally just tell them, write your own report online and submit it to us. That's it. That's the whole process.
Yeah, I have a lot of see cases where that happens, and you have a partial report. It's not a crash, collision, accident report. It's just the one-sided statement, and a lot of times it's missing the information about the other party. It's just the insured's version of what happens. I'm sure you've had experience where it makes that difficult.
Yes. We miss the good old days where police would come out and investigate every claim and really make our lives a little easier.
I've had the opportunity to look at California reports, and when they do come out, I find that they're very long and extensive. They clearly itemize in detail who was involved and directions vehicles were going, but if that's not there, that makes it a little harder.
Yeah, so I actually have a question for you. How does it work in other states? I mean, what information do you really get from the police reports?
You know, it depends. There are some states where it's just a one-page report and it just has basic information about the parties. A lot of them are more like California, where they'll have a diagram, they'll have the description, sometimes separate pages for witness statements and other vehicles involved, which certainly makes it more helpful as a, party pursuing a claim when I can identify who might have information about the loss.
Oh, absolutely. Witnesses are the best. We love witnesses here.
Yeah. Is there any other information that you find particularly helpful in those official crash reports?
My favorite part of the crash reports are to read the statements of the parties involved. Because a lot of times, after the fact, things may change. People recall things in a different way, and that definitely might influence how they report the claim to their insurance companies, and therefore what information we get. So it's very nice to always double check what the initial information they gave the officer was.
Yeah, I mean, I don't read police reports for fun. There's always a job involved, and I'm usually working for a client trying to recover money. So I'm always thinking about how can I settle the case. Mm-hmm. How do you use the police reports pre-trial or before there's actually litigation?
Oh, pre-trial, we go through that bad boy and we just get all of that good information. And I mean, I only practice in California, but I will personally call up opposing counsel and say, hey, look, the police report clearly in our favor. Here's what your guy said. Here's what my guy said. This is how they're going to testify at trial. And, generally that's enough ammo to kind of push towards a settlement. A lot of times the police report will be your very close friend and ally in getting a case settled. It's a little bit different when you get to trial, though.
How so?
So police reports are actually inadmissible in trials because of evidentiary rules. So instead of relying on the police report, what we need to do is we generally will subpoena the police officer and basically ask almost every question on the police report just to kind of get that information in. A lot of times when you're asking a judge to admit exhibits 1 through 5, 6, 7, however many in, I like to always skip over the police report because I've never seen a judge that will admit a police report in California, and it's kind of considered a rookie move to even ask.
Yeah, so definitely I've had that experience as well where I so want the police report or just the information in it, but it's hearsay because it's an out-of-court statement.
Yep.
And I'm trying to prove what it says. So I need either someone else to testify to those facts or I need the officer to come in and talk about creating the report.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of the other things, I use them in depositions a lot as well because I can just put it in front of a party and I can ask them, do you disagree with this? Is this accurate? Did you say this to the officer there? And then really try and pin down their testimony.
Absolutely. No, they're very useful.
And for settlement negotiations, there's something you rely on as well?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, again, we can just kind of point, hey, this is your guy's statement. You don't want them testifying to this in a trial, and we're going to subpoena the police officer, have them show up, and the police officer is going to testify that this is what they told them. So, I mean, at the end of the day, the police report, massive help in getting cases settled.
Yeah, I definitely find the same thing as well. I'm Jason Sullivan at the National Association of Subrogation Professionals Conference. Again, thank you, Erin. It's very nice to have you on. And as always, that's the long and short of it.